This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a pretty easy one. This is for a Bosch oven that is not heating on the bake cycle, although the broiler cycle does heat up because there's an igniter for bake and broil. I'm going to be removing the oven door by pulling down these latches on the right and left side. And then I'm going to close the door to about 70 degrees, and then I'm going to support it and lift out the bottom, and it'll come out. This just gives me a little bit more room to work. I'm going to pull out these drawers. They just slide right out. And the bake igniter is pretty easy to get to on this model. Right below this panel. This panel is just held in by a couple of standard head screws here in the back, and this one's so loose I can just take it off just with finger tension. The one on the right, I just use a standard head screwdriver to kind of loosen it up, a couple of turns, and then you can just spin it out by hand. And after that you've got direct access to the igniter, and you can just sit down because you're so close to where the repair is. You don't have to stoop down. Just lift up and that panel comes right out. And then here we have the Venturi tube, and also back here is the igniter. And this is just held in by a couple of screws and a couple of nuts. This is a Torx 15 driver. I'm using that to spin out the fastener, and then there's a little nut behind it. And then I'll do that on both sides. And then I can just pull the igniter right out. The igniter has a couple wires bringing power to it, and they're back inside behind it in the firewall area. I'm just using my thumb to hold down that nut so I can spin out the fastener. So once we get it out, we'll pull those wires to give us a little bit of room, and then we're going to cut the two wires and splice them back by about 1/4 of an inch, and then we can use ceramic wire nuts to put on the new igniter. It's really easy. And the new igniters are pretty cheap. You can get one online for probably 20 bucks. You don't have to use the exact Bosch one. You can, or there's also a generic one that's pretty cheap, just as good. Here's the generic one made by Electrolux. Here's the part number. And these are sold by a lot of different companies. You can get them pretty cheap online if you look around a little bit. There's the part number. And it comes with the igniter and then two ceramic wire nuts. They're ceramic so that they can withstand the heat that's used in the oven. So I'm just cutting these two wires, and then I'm going to splice them back by about 1/4 of an inch. There's the old igniter. So igniters, as they get older, they don't get hot enough to allow for the safety valve to let the gas flow in, so you just won't get any heat. Or sometimes the gas will come in maybe too early before it's hot enough, and then it'll ignite kind of late, and you get like a tiny explosion inside there where the door will pop open, or you'll hear a thud, and that also means it's time for a new igniter. Here's the new one. It's already spliced. So I'm going to just put on this wire nut by turning righty-tighty. I'm going to make sure it is pretty tight. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. And don't worry about which wire is which. So either wire coming from the oven can be hooked to either wire on the new igniter. There's no polarity issue. I'm just going to push those wires back into the firewall. And then I'll put the igniter back into position, add the fasteners, and add those two nuts, get them tight, and put the panels back on, and we're done. So you can do this pretty fast. One way you can tell whether it's the igniter or it's the controller is when you set it to go to bake. If you hear a click, then it's likely the controller is working and the relay is clicking, sending power to the igniter, but the igniter is just not doing its job anymore. You could also put your meter down here on the igniter wires and look for 110 volts AC. That would also tell you that the controller is sending power. It's pretty rare though that these controllers go out. The igniters tend to give you about anywhere between 7 to 10 years before they start to really fail. And it's such an easy procedure to do. So just putting those screws back in, and then I'm going to put the nut on, and then I'll use my driver to get them tight. This little tool is pretty cool. It's made by DeWalt, but it takes the energy from the drill and makes a right angle turn so you can get into these tight spaces. I'm just going to hold that nut with my thumb until it gets tight. You can use pliers too. And we know that the oven's getting gas because the broiler works and also the surface ones work. So I'm going to say bake. I'm going to pick the temperature, and then I'll press start, and then I'm going to watch it, and it should just glow progressively brighter and brighter. It may actually take a minute or two before you start to see the glow. So it gets brighter and brighter, and then eventually it'll let the gas flow in, and you get a nice blue flame. The blue flame is indicative of a good healthy flame that's hot and has very little carbon monoxide. Little yellow tinges are okay, but if you get a lot of yellow, it means you have to change the air-fuel mixture. So we'll turn that off, let the flame go out, and we're just going to put the panels back. So on this one, the lower panel just sits right on top, and then we put those screws back in to hold it. Pretty simple. When you have to take out power on this machine before doing the procedure, you can pull it out and unplug it, or probably a lot easier is just go to the breaker and turn off the breaker for your range for your oven. I'm tightening those up with a standard head screwdriver. Then I'm going to put the racks back in, and then I'll bring the oven door forks back into the frame, and then I'll set the oven door down nice and flat, 90 degrees. I'll close the latches, and then the oven door is all done. So pretty easy procedure. I hope this helps you to get your Bosch oven going again. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance.